Hey guys, we're really just powering through with our video interviews here at day one of Techsauce Global Summit. I am very excited to chat with my new friend here, William, who is the CEO and founder of Screea. How are you doing?
I'm good. Freshen up, starting a new day. It's all good.
Yeah.
Excited.
So we were just chatting, right, about your very unusual background. But before we dive into that, tell us about Screea. What is it? Why am I excited about it?
Okay, so we're all travelers, we're all consumers. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to save you money. We're trying to save consumers money because we spend money every day. So we're trying to save you money. So we give you cash back wherever you go with online shopping as well as offline spending globally. So what we do is we save you money as a consumer, and we also help SMEs and businesses to get more money from the advertising, because we believe that advertising should bring you business and not just conversion, not exposure. So we want to give you more conversion rate for your advertising. So it's like down to the penny. Your advertising down to the penny, help consumers save and help businesses make money. So that's our idea.
So with the technology, then you're able to sort of track all of these touch points and actually deliver KPIs on it?
Yes, we do, because we charge by attribution. So then for our advertisers, it's not just exposure anymore, but it's also by attribution, as in we only charge it when we bring you business. So that means that you're actually paying down to the penny where you're actually spending the money down to the penny, as in you can pinpoint where you're spending your money.
Okay.
And of course, as for consumers, you save money whenever you go to our business partners anywhere in the world. So it's pretty much like an ecosystem we're trying to build.
Right. So a loyalty ecosystem with lots of KPIs, lots of metrics, make data-driven decisions for your business.
Exactly. Because from the data that we collect, then we know that what kind of advertising that should be thrown at our users. We believe that it's not people don't like advertising, it's people don't like irrelevant advertising.
Right.
So if I'm not a dad yet, so if you're gonna show me baby stuff, it doesn't concern me. But if you're a newlywed, you have your new mom, you can look at your baby stuff the whole time. So then we know that you went online, you bought baby stuff, you went to the mall, bought baby stuff. We know that, hey, there's a sale for nappies. There we go.
Right.
That's the target. So we're gonna throw correct advertising at relevant people. Yeah.
All right then.
Yes.
And so Screea, is this a solution that's just available to the Taiwan market, or what's happening with it?
Okay, we started off in Taiwan, but we're in 6 markets already. So it's not just available for the Taiwan market.
Okay.
Like I said, we have the online version, as the online sector as well as the offline sector. For online sector, you can actually use it globally. You can we work with Nike, Apple, Bookings.com, all the travel ones, as well as a lot of websites. So you can actually use us and get cash back whenever you shop through us online. And for the offline part, we have 6 countries. So we're starting off in Taiwan, we're in China, Australia, Philippines, South Africa, and we land in Thailand really soon.
All right.
Actually, that's true. Yeah.
So, do you think there's anything different about starting a company from an Asia first perspective?
Okay.
Because sometimes when we talk about tech, there's an expectation that everything is coming from Silicon Valley or it's coming from the West, and we adapt it for here in Asia.
All right, I think it's a bit different. The mentality might be a little different. For example, the mobile payment, right? It's so saturated in China, it's become a habit in China that everybody uses mobile payment.
Yeah.
But in the States, that you have so many different solutions, and it's not very unified. And also, for example, there's so many different tech solutions that's for Southeast Asia or for Asia or in general. I think for the total Asian cultural-wise or the habit-wise, it's actually more, I would say, even though it's different countries and different ethnic things, but it's still very closely knit because of the culture. So the ones for Silicon Valley, it's more directed to a lot of Europeans or the North America market, I think it's 2 different worlds, but I think in future, there is a synergy. I think Uber did a great job in synergizing the 2 worlds in that part, something like that. So it's more on the server side, I think.
Yeah, so we've got already a market with high mobile penetration.
Yes.
People are already used to using these mobile payment solutions, so it works better for you.
Yeah. I think for a lot of countries, mobile payment is always a thing that is going to be in the future. to me personally, I think China just cracked it. It's they really cracked it. Yeah.
So I'm going to completely disregard my director's instructions to wrap this up because we were having such an exciting conversation, and I think we're going to get real good value out of. So tell us a little bit more about your background, right? Because when we were talking about like the sort of growth you're expecting and like hiring, you talked about your like how important like cultural fit is, and like you learned these lessons from your experience as an investor and as a founder of many ventures, right? Like, what's your entrepreneurial journey background?
All right, I started off as a lawyer, so that wasn't really my calling. So then I had to like steer away from my professional career because of my all my different investments and all the things that I've been involved with. That's where we came up with the idea of doing the startup. Now this is my baby. I'm just growing this right now. But like I said, like we learn a lot of stuff from failures. But also because of my professional background, we are problem solvers, and that's what we used to do. Right? We solve problems, and that actually fits with the mentality of a startup because. Being a startup, you're supposed to solve problems or make people's lives better. So for me personally, I think it actually kind of fits with my professional training in a way. But if for newcomers in the startup industry, it's always about how to solve a particular problem and make people's lives better, actually make the world a better place.
Right. So as our wrap-up question then, what are your words of wisdom for the unhappy lawyers there who maybe wanna get into the world of startups?
Okay, know your clients, work with your clients and be friends with your clients, and perhaps maybe there might be a little chance that you can work with your clients in future and make your own path, make your own way. So
All right, so William, carving your own path and encouraging others to do the same.
Exactly.
All right, thanks so much for chatting with us today.
Thank you.
All right, so stay tuned. We've got more amazing videos coming at you live from Techsauce Global Summit.